What's going on, guys? The SSN back again with another video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that you guys are having a great day so far. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for notifications. We got a lot of awesome content on the channel, and even if you're not a Dolphins fan, that's totally okay. I have a ton of content coming out that just surrounds NFL stories, NFL news, especially coming into free agency and the draft. I have a ton of content coming out on the channel that I'm sure you'll enjoy even if you're not a Dolphins fan. We also do have a watermark right down there in the bottom right. If you click on that watermark, if you're watching on a computer only, is the only time that you can do this, unfortunately, but if you're watching on a computer, click on the watermark. It'll help you subscribe to the channel a little bit quicker so you're not wasting a ton of time. We did start up an Instagram, so link is in the description. If you want to check out the Instagram, that's a really good spot for like daily content, daily uploads, especially around this time when a lot of trades and those kind of rumors are happening right now. It's a great time for you to go follow our Instagram page for daily content. All right, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So as you guys can see from the title, this is it's probably gonna be a controversial video, and that's okay, but I think it's something that we should talk about, especially coming into the draft. We're getting real close. There's a lot of stories surrounding, what are the Dolphins gonna do? This is the first time we've had a top 3 pick in a long time. You don't know when you're gonna have a top 3 pick ever. So I think it's relevant to have the conversation. Is Chris Grier a good general manager in terms of drafting? Now, I know the title doesn't necessarily say in terms of drafting, but this is really just based on through the draft. How good is he at evaluating talent coming into the NFL and drafting them? There are some aspects of the way that he does his job that I don't think are very good, and one of those is through the draft. So what I did in preparation for this video is I went back and took a look at every single draft that Chris Grier has been a part of from 2016 all the way up until this last draft in 2020 and coming into 2021. Basically, I wrote down every single player that we've drafted, the round, if they're still on the team. I highlighted the guys who are not in the league anymore. And then I also indicated which guys I actually think were really good picks in hindsight. And I know hindsight's a big thing, but I went back and highlighted the guys who I generally think are pretty good picks. Now, in all of this, I didn't include the 2020. I didn't include whether I think they were good picks or not, because I think that you ought to give the guys more than a year to determine whether it's a good pick or not. All in all, guys, this is what I came up with. These are the stats that I came up with on Chris Grier's draft history. From 2016 until 2020, Chris Grier has drafted 50 players. So in the 5 years that he has drafted, he's drafted 50 players. 22 of those players are still on the team, which means that 28 players are not even on the team anymore. That's a success rate of 44%. Chris Grier has only been able to retain 44% of the guys that he has drafted over the last 5 years. If you take away 2020, that number drops to 12 for 39. That's a 31% success rate of even keeping those guys on the team. 11 of 29 were good picks, in my opinion, and that's in hindsight. So I want to walk through the guys who I genuinely think were actually solid picks through Chris Grier's draft history. So going back to 2016, Laramie Tunsil, good pick. Xavier Howard, phenomenal pick. Kenyon Drake, good pick. Now, there are guys like Jakeem Grant and Raekwon McMillan who I kind of put a question mark next to. I think Jakeem Grant has potential, but he really is just sloppy sometimes. And so far, I would say not worth that pick. And then Raekwon McMillan, not on the team anymore. And when he was with Miami, just really didn't do very much. He's a very one-dimensional, run-stopping type of middle linebacker. The next guy up, Devon Godchow, I think that's a good pick, especially in the 5th round. Minkah Fitzpatrick, amazing pick. Not on the team anymore, but amazing pick. Mike Gesicki, great pick. Jerome Baker, good pick. Christian Wilkins, this is another question mark. I think it was a good pick, but he's nothing ridiculously special. I think that's the one thing that I run into with Christian Wilkins is he is a good interior defensive lineman. He's good in the 3-4 scheme, but is he special? Is he something over the top, like we got to keep this guy on the team? I don't think so. Moving on, Andrew Van Ginkel, great pick. In the 5th round, he's been super productive for us. Great depth guy. I mean, he starts plenty, and he's productive. Like I said, I think he's a good pick, especially in the 5th round. Myles Gaskin, 7th rounder, our very last pick of the 2019 draft. Yeah, that's a good pick. He produced when he was on the field this year. Does get hurt, but, there's some questions about his future. If we build up a solid offensive line, I think he can be a successful running back in the league. That's 38%. 38% of all of our picks from 2016 through 2019. That's 4 years worth of drafting, 4 drafts. 38% of those guys were good picks. Now, of that 38%, of those 11 guys, 3 of them are not even on the team anymore. And that's a big thing to think about, is Laramie Tunsil, great pick, but it also fell into our laps, and he's also not on the team anymore. And then you look at Kenyon Drake. Kenyon Drake produced in Miami. Kenyon Drake was a good player for us. He's not on the team. And then further than that, Minkah Fitzpatrick, we all know the story that happened with him. As soon as we trade him, goes to the Steelers, and he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate since. So those are the guys that we're looking at. So 3 of those guys not on the team, which means that drops it down to 8 out of 11 of those guys who were actually good picks are still on the team. It's 73%, and that's just 4 years worth of time. So I know that's a lot of numbers. I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you guys, but go back and look at the drafts. Look from 2016 to 2020. Assess what you see there. And some of those guys aren't even on the team anymore. And so I think that raises the question of, okay, if we're coming into the 2021 draft thinking, what are we going to do? Are we going to get receivers? Are we going to get an offensive line? Are we going to trade back, get some more capital? I think that's a discussion for sure, but I think an even bigger discussion is, well, if we take a superstar receiver, is he even going to be on the team in a couple of years? Look 2-3 years down the road and assess, do you really think that guy's going to be on the team? At the end of the day, guys, looking to the 2021 draft, we have so much capital, so many things that we could do through that 3rd to 18th pick. There's a lot of options for Miami here, but the discussion of, is it really that much capital? Is there really that much value considering the history of Chris Grier's drafts, considering the fact that you take away 2020 and 31% of all of the guys that we've drafted from 2016 to 2019, 31% of those guys are on the team. So that's a discussion to have, and I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. So definitely leave your thoughts, leave your opinions, and like I said, guys, I encourage you to go back and look at all of the picks. Look at all of the draft picks that Chris Grier selected from 2016 on. Let me know what you think. I'll link an article in the description. If you guys want to check it out, I'll even put it in the comment section too, so you guys can go look through. I'll just put it right there for you. Go look through. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know how confident you are in Chris Grier as a GM. For me to end the video, I'm not that confident. At the end of the day, even if he makes a good pick, I'm not even confident that that guy's going to stick around. I have no confidence that that guy is still going to be in Miami in 2 to 3 years. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great day, guys. And like I said, subscribe, hit that bell icon for notifications, like the video, leave a comment, of course, and then go follow the Instagram. Still low in followers. We just created it yesterday, so help me out. Go follow that Instagram account for daily uploads, daily content. If you guys want to get daily stuff around the NFL, Dolphins news, all kinds of stuff like that, definitely go follow that Instagram. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Let me know what kind of content you want to see next. I'm definitely trying to mix it up and do some new kind of stuff. So let me know what kind of videos, what kind of content you'd like to see, and I'll get working on it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have an awesome day. And as always, fins up.